Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of The Bloom Podcast, where we discuss everything self-development, wellness, and evolution. I am your host, Delila, and in this season, we are highlighting some of Houston's most impactful women who are out here killing it, all while serving their purpose. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of The Bloom Podcast. I am super excited to introduce this new segment that we have going with one of our amazing Houston foodies, Meagan. Hi. So we will be showcasing some yummy foods today. We are starting off with Mexican food, so we'll be trying some local Mexican food, and we're just excited to get into it. Yay. So we are going to be starting with menudo, which is a Mexican soup that has garbanzos, I don't know how to say, chickpeas, I think, and then like pork skin. Mexican food, love. Skin. I'm a little scared. I'm not a big fan of pork skin, but
I actually have never had this before.
No,
but I always love trying new things. Okay. I love soup, so hopefully.
Awesome. Have you had pork skins before? But like in soup like this?
No.
Okay. So it's gonna be, the texture is a little different.
Okay.
But I mean,
it kind of has the same texture as like tripe. It's like all the Asians eat it. But
okay. Ready?
Yes.
That's good.
Oh, I like that. The texture is definitely different.
Yeah, maybe I need to stop saying no to menudo, because normally when people cook it, they're like, do you want some? Like, no. But it's actually really good. So what do you rate the menudo? 1 out of 10. The first one.
Okay.
It's okay.
Like 4.5.
I have to agree.
I didn't love it. I thought it was good, but I didn't love it.
Yeah. Wouldn't, like, it's good trying it, but I wouldn't order it if I go back to a Mexican restaurant.
Right. I also kind of wanted it to be a little bit spicier.
Oh, okay. Maybe because it looked red, you thought it was going to be, like, a little spicier.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are now going to try posole, which, correction, posole is the one that has the chickpeas. I'm a huge fan of chickpeas. I'm a hummus girl. I love hummus. But yeah, we're going to try posole. It has beef and chickpeas in it, and I think it's kind of like the same base of the broth that they make the menudo in. I may be wrong. Have you had pozole before?
I have not.
Okay, you're gonna
I do like chickpeas because I love hummus.
Yay! So this is kind of like the same thing, except it has beef instead of pork. So.
Okay, I'm a big beef girl.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like chicken that much. Weirdly, like I would choose beef over chicken.
Okay.
Personal thing. That's good. I don't think it's the same broth.
No? Okay. No, it tastes different. But maybe it's because, like, when they boil the beef.
Yeah, maybe. I like this one better.
Yeah. So what do you rate the pozole?
A 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Okay. I can agree on that. 7, 7.5.
7.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I think I had more of a flavor to it.
Yes, I agree. And I liked the beef. I liked the chickpeas. It was kind of crunchy still, so I like that little extra crunch that it gave.
Yes. Okay, so next up is tacos de fajita, and it has cilantro and onions on the side with a little bit of avocado. I love avocado. I'm a huge avocado girl. And lemon. So let's dig in. And then we have green sauce and red sauce. What are you more leaning towards? Are you like a red sauce girl? Are you a green sauce girl?
Which one's... I'm just going to use my fingers.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Which one's spicier?
Oh, I think it depends on the restaurant.
It does depend.
But, I mean, I like both, but my go-to would probably be green. But I will be doing like 1 bite red and then 1 bite green.
Okay, that's what I was going to do.
Yes.
Unpopular opinion, I don't like lemon or lime.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I don't know, I could go without.
Yeah. What about aguacate?
What is that?
Avocado.
Oh yeah, I love avocado. Love avocado.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll do green sauce first. So that's like usually like my go-to. Oh, that's a big chunk. Oh, I got it on the table. Okay.
I'm gonna just put it on there. Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Love the beef.
The crunch. The good stuff. Thank you.
Let's do a cheers.
Cheers to horchata.
Cheers.
Okay, so let's talk about it. The difference between a good taco and a bad taco. I think for me, I'm a huge like flour tortilla girl, but I don't mind eating corn tortillas when it's like street tacos like this.
Yeah.
But a stale tortilla, not even finishing the taco.
I'd have to say the meat has to be seasoned and marinated very well. It can't be like, and it also has to be juicy.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be like dry, like rubbery. I like the greasy ones.
Yeah, yeah,
those are the best ones.
It makes it like juicier.
Yes.
I agree with that. I'm trying to think of like a bad taco experience. I think the tortilla either being too stale or too soggy because they let it sit there for a while so it can get a little soggy.
Right. I hate soggy tacos.
Yeah. So that's like, yeah.
If it's not messy, you're not eating good.
Right.
My friend loves horchatas. Have you been to TJ Birria, Emos?
Yes.
She gets
I
all the
love
time
that
there.
place. Okay, we need them to come on board with us. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and rate it. What do you give the tacos?
8.5.
Okay, I was going to say 9. So we're
Yeah.
kind of close. We're kind
Yeah.
of there. The meat was really good, juicy. I'm not even into steak or fajita like that, but it was really good.
Yes.
It wasn't like too chewy. The tortillas were good. I like that it was like a double tortilla. That always holds a taco in place.
Yeah.
And then the onions, the onions were cooked, so I like cooked and raw onions.
I do too.
It was good overall.
And I definitely highly recommend the green salsa.
Yes, I'm a huge green salsa girl.
Me too. The creamier the better too.
Yes.
Yeah, for me personally though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They put a little bit of guac in there.
Yes, the avocado was
The avocado,
amazing.
yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna rate the horchata. Okay, the horchata. I am gonna be a little more judgy on the horchata just because I've had like real rice made like homemade horchata before. So I'm gonna taste it one time. I think I can taste the difference between like a powdered horchata and like a homemade. This one's not homemade.
Okay.
So I would give it like a 5. It's not nasty, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But it's a little watered down, so you don't get like the creamy, like milky taste. But yeah, 5.
Honestly, this was probably my first or like second time trying the horchata. But I really like this.
Yeah.
I like how it's sweet. It's not like overly sweet. I would give this a 7.5.
Okay. Yeah.
I do really like this.
It wasn't bad. I've tasted some bad horchata, like some real bad powdered horchata.
And
like,
you can still, like, it's grainy.
Yeah.
That's
Ugh.
annoying.
Ah! That's how excited I am. Ah! Okay, so we're going to be trying chilaquiles rojos, which is red chilaquiles, because there's also green ones, which I always lean towards more like the green sauce. But these are red ones, and then fajita, steak, and frijoles, which beans, which I'm excited about. This is breakfast, and I love me some chilaquiles.
I do too. This looks amazing.
Thank you. Essentially, this is tortillas mixed with like in the red sauce, and then they top it with cheese. Sometimes they put egg in it, which it turns into a whole different what's it called? Yeah,
At the breakfast.
I love eggs too. So I want to talk.
Huevos?
Yes,
I took Spanish in high school.
Cultured Meagan. Okay. Oop, that's a big bite, but.
That's so good.
I'm a big cheese girl. I love cheese too. Cheese goes on everything.
Yeah, me too.
And like when I go grocery shopping, I buy at least like 4 different cheeses. Don't judge me.
I would. I'm a very big cheese girl. I love a pepper jack.
Same. That's my favorite go-to cheese. But you see, there's like certain cheeses that you eat with certain things. So that's
Yeah.
why I buy so many different ones.
I mean, you have to have all the options,
Yeah.
right?
So yummy. So Question. If this is like something they would eat for breakfast compared to like an American breakfast or maybe like an Asian breakfast or just any other cultured breakfast, how do you see it? Like, does this even look like something you would think that somebody would eat for breakfast?
No,
honestly. Right?
Mm-hmm. I would have thought, like, this looks like a lunch plate, you know? Mm-hmm. But are there eggs in here?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. But sometimes they do add egg into it.
Okay. No, but I would definitely eat this for breakfast.
And I asked because I have a cousin that just moved here from Colombia, and he, like, the breakfast even in Colombia is a little different too. But he just says how, like, somebody can look at this and be like, this is too much for breakfast, you know? But I feel like when you live in another country where a lot of the way you transport, like, get around is walking or your bike or a train.
Yeah.
I don't know. He made it seem like there's a lot of big people here compared to like in Colombia. So eating a big, I'm like, what are you trying to say? So I guess eating a bigger breakfast like that is not a big deal to them. You know.
Also, yes, I get it that in other countries they don't drive to go a mile.
Yeah.
We turn on the engine, get in the car, but they'll walk, they'll bike. Like, I feel like they're probably in better shape.
Yeah. And then a lot of their food is organic. So, like, if you go down the street, your neighbor grows the eggs there. Like, he was talking about eggs, and he was like, I don't understand why all the eggs are white. Like, why is every egg white? Like, I didn't see this many white eggs till I got here. And it's like, I never thought of it like that. Like, you know? So, we're going to rate it. Let's start with the chilaquiles. Or I guess just the whole thing in general. What would you rate it?
Overall plate, an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Yes.
I would give it a 7. Just because I like my chilaquiles with eggs. And then topped with like fresco cheese. Like,
yeah,
fresco.
me too.
Maybe sometimes they add like, well, actually, now that I think about it, let's backtrack. I still give it a 7, but it's because this is what chilaquiles are, right? But they have this other thing called migas, which I think that's what it's called. And that's where they add like the egg, the fresco cheese, and like the sour cream on top. Okay. I prefer that over this. But this is like the simple version, but I still give this a 7. It's really good. So now we have tamales. We don't know what type, so let's just keep it a secret. And then we'll see once we bite into it. And then we have 2 different type of frijoles. Frijoles charros. And yeah, charro beans. So, by the way, I'm not Mexican, but I love Mexican food. And one thing, we even pronounce like the word beans a little bit different. So
okay.
Let's do a spoon clap.
Cheers.
Woo. Okay, so we'll start with this one. Oh, so good. Okay. Good. Okay. Oh, that one has bacon bits in it. And this one has like.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah. So this one has like they boil them, and it has like peppers and tomatoes in it. So that's good.
Oh, I love my spoon.
I think you're gonna like those a lot better than these.
Okay.
But let's switch.
Megan's face as she ate it was like, what the fuck is this?
I didn't know there was, once you said bacon, I was like, okay, now I can taste it.
Yeah. Okay. So number 2.
And there's bacon in this one too.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, there is bacon bits. I think this one's a little bit better though. Yep, this one's better.
I like that one better
right?
too.
It has more seasoning to it.
This one has more like a darker taste. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one better. That one's good.
So is this from 2 different restaurants? Okay. So these are 2 different beans from 2 different restaurants. So I think Megan and I agreed that we liked this one better. This one had a little more seasoning. It was more reddish, like you could taste the red sauce a little bit better. The bacon, you have to have bacon in your charro beans. And yeah, so what do you rate each one? And then you'll put the name of the restaurants at the bottom, right? No? Oh, no? Okay. Okay.
We don't want to shame anyone.
Do better. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so this I would give it like an 8.5. I would like to eat this even by itself. I can eat it. It's like a bean of soup of beans. And then that one I would give it like a 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 4, but yes, I go with 3.
You're being nice.
I'll go with 3.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you rate this one?
like a 7.5.
Okay.
Because I could definitely eat that like as a soup,
Mhm.
like you said, or like just straight.
Okay.
Like the beans.
Yeah. Love. Okay, so we're gonna try tamales. We're gonna see what kind they are. What is like one of the things you love about tamales, and what's like another thing that you don't love so much about them?
I love how spicy they are sometimes. I used to have some coworkers that they would like bring them and I would buy them in bulk.
In bulk, yeah.
Like three bundles, which is like I guess 12 in
Yeah.
a bundle. So good. My favorite is pork tamales.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Spicy pork tamales.
Spicy. You can't forget the spiciness. Like the
Yes.
spiciness is good. Sometimes I don't like that they don't put enough meat in it. I get like kind of sad when I'm like they're being stingy with the meat, and I'm like, you stuff it up, please, cause
Yeah.
you know. And then they make them in like different types of leaves as well. Like Mexican tamales are usually like this, like smaller. Colombian ones are like huge, like the whole like chicken, like thigh, and like
Oh,
they're
wow.
huge, vegetables in it and stuff like that.
One thing that I guess sometimes annoys me about tamales is that when it sticks to the
Oh, and then all the
husk,
yeah.
and then it's like, well, you're missing half your tamales.
Give it back. Okay, so I think this has to be like pork. I don't know. But my favorite tamales are like the greens, the ones that are in green sauce, like salsa verde.
Okay.
Yeah, those are usually. I'm a big green sauce girl.
They're so good. It's a spot.
Oh, this is like this. The meat is actually seasoned and it's spicy, and I like that. There's just enough meat. Like the ratio of like masa to meat is like perfect. I don't know how to say masa in English. Like the.
That's what I would say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is good stuff. I don't know if you're supposed to put green sauce on like a red sauce tamal, but it's good.
I highly recommend it if you can.
So this is jamaica, which is made out of like a jamaica leaf. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is one of my favorite drinks. A little sour taste at the end. I love the sour taste at the end.
It's almost kind of like cranberry juice.
Ooh, but cranberry juice is, yeah, it's literally like cranberry juice.
I like that. But it's not as like sweet.
Yeah. So a tamal, I give it a good 8. I would definitely eat a tamal from there again.
Yes.
The fresher, the better. The masa was actually good ratio to the amount of meat that they put in, which is good. You don't want to bite into a tamal and be like wondering what type of meat it is because they didn't even put enough meat in there.
Right.
But no, it was good. I give it an 8.
I think with the green sauce, I'm such a fan of this green sauce.
Yes.
It will probably knock you up a half point or a full point. I would give it an 8.5.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And then the meat was seasoned very well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't spicy, but it had great flavor, and then the salsa definitely added a little kick to it.
Yes. Now jamaica. What are we? What are we rating it?
I love this.
love
I'm
it?
gonna do like a 9.
Okay. Yeah. I agree. I could do it definitely a 9. It's refreshing. It's not too sugary. It has a nice little like ting at the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely better than cranberry juice. But
I agree.
wow.
I can smell it from here. All right, you ready to try?
Oh, yes.
Flan.
Flan. We have flan. Okay. So go for it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I love flan. Have you ever had choco flan? It has like chocolate at the bottom.
No, that sounds fabulous though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like this one isn't like. It smelled better than it tastes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah, it was slightly disappointing.
What makes a good flan?
What makes a good flan?
I think the sauce that they put on top.
Yeah, like the caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And very cold. Almost like a Jello kind of. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, it's
But
not bad.
I've tasted better.
But I was just like really hyped up for this flan.
What a disappointment.
Slightly.
So what are we rating it?
I'd say a 4.
Ooh! I think I would say like a 5.
Okay.
It could have had a little more like sugar in it. Like
Yeah. Very subtle. It wasn't
it was very basic.
sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very basic. That's
Yeah.
a good word. Basic.
Basic. So let's go into this last drink, which is a margarita. Okay, really quick, a story. I worked at this restaurant, like a Mexican restaurant, and the workers that worked there, some of them spoke a little bit of English, but they didn't speak that much. So like closing, we had to clean out like the margarita machine and all that stuff. And one time I told the guys, like, can you help me like put up the margarita? He's like, it's not margarita, it's margarita. And I'm like, ay, perdón. So let's drink the margaritas. Cheers. Mm-hmm. You can never go wrong with a margarita.
I know. How can you do it wrong? I guess if you don't put alcohol in it.
Or too much cheap alcohol in it.
No, this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I love margaritas.
Margaritas. And it's not too sugary or too alcohol-y. Like, not too much alcohol. It's actually kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I give it a good 8. It's not bad. It didn't have too much alcohol and it didn't have, like, it wasn't too sugary. There's some where I'm, like, taking it back and I'm like, it can't go all the way down. Yeah.
Yes.
That was good.
I do like these. Shout out to Cadillac Bar. Sorry.
Okay, I've heard their drinks were, like, amazing.
They're on a whole nother level. So I am now like friends with the owner.
Yay.
And she has monthly margaritas. So one of them, it literally looked like cotton candy. It was so beautiful. And then one of them had like, it was like a Jaws shark theme. So it was the frozen margarita with layered blue and white. But then there was like a little baby shark at the top.
Aww.
But you can squeeze it
And the blood comes out.
and the blood comes out. And I'm like, this is so cool.
So cool. Well, okay. Thank you so much for coming on today. I'm super excited to have you come on for this segment and just to continue trying different foods in the local Houston area. We want to be able to always support locals and huge mom and pop shops. I love that. And just showcase, what your talents are, your creative journey, what you like to do, and also, bring in the locals to be able to highlight them as well. So, yes.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited for what's to come, and this was amazing.
Yay. So make sure to let us know below what else you would love to see us try, and we will try to make it happen. Let us know your favorite Houston restaurants, and we will try to make that happen for you guys. Thank you, and we will see you on the next episode. Bye.